I find it fascinating that we're in a world where you have every bit of information at your fingertips. You can literally say, here's my body weight, here's my family history, here's where I'm from in the world, go into AI and say, what should I do? And it will spit out something that is better for you and more accurate than anything a doctor would have prescribed. Yet we're unhealthier and dumber than we've ever been in the history of this civilization. We over-rely on these things. We're sporadic. We're too worried about dopamine rushes. We're not thinking of the whole thing. So I think it's a good conversation to have of why New Year's resolutions fail, what's wrong, and how people have to start forming habits and doing things the right way. And, one of the things I love, and again, we're getting ahead of ourselves, the concept of contrast theory is more about body control and breathing control, and it's about overcoming those things, because once you can do something like that, and look, don't start jumping into an ice plunge bath. Start with a cold shower, right? After you work out in the morning, I wake up at 5:30 in the morning, I work out, and the first thing I do is an ice cold shower. It's terrible the first 5 times you do it, and then it gets easier every time after that. So anyway, we got ahead of ourselves, as I usually do. So let's start briefly. This has been an entrepreneurial journey. You both have different stories of how you got to this point. Lisa, why don't we start with you, because you came a little less orthodox route as far as business goes. So talk about previous roles and how you got to here, and what made you finally realize that it's time to go out on my own.
Yeah, so I started, my entire career has been focused on nonprofits, so either in service of children or families. And so I started locally, and then I worked for a national organization. And so a lot of my role just dealt with career support as my career progressed. It turned more and more into helping others figure out what they want to do. And so that's my background.
In your experience and in your honest opinion, and again, I'm throwing another curveball, what is the biggest problem? What blocks does this country put in the way that makes it so hard for these people to get the services or to get the direction that they need to figure out what they want to do? What is making it so hard?
I think there's too much information. And everybody thinks that they have to follow a specific, and this is literally for all of life, doesn't matter what realm, they think they have to follow a very specific protocol. They're going to fall off and be unsuccessful. Instead of feeling what is right for them uniquely and without anybody else. So I think that is the huge roadblock. Too much information